Hi folks, I'm Pete the Psychic Medium, that is, I'm a trance medium, and with this vlog, my intention is to introduce you to the 3-5s meditation. Now, I don't think anyone would disagree with me when I say that we are living in a time of absolute stress, not just in America, but in the world generally. And it's not enough just to please God or other forms of prayer. It needs to be more of a direct interaction with the Creator, the one who can bring us peace. And that's the whole idea of this meditation. We start with a cuppa. Cup of tea, cup of coffee, whatever your preference in beverages. That's the best photo I've ever had of myself. But let's get serious. The idea of the cuppa is a trigger mechanism so that when you get up in the morning first thing, if you have the opportunity in the middle of the day, and then last thing at night, this becomes a trigger. This allows you to become a part of, in here, that linkage that lets you know that, okay, it's time to concentrate and time to get serious. Now, you might laugh if I say that we are about to do the Our Father, Jesus prayer. Look at that. And before I even start, it looks like the spirits are coming to me. You can see it around me. No, it's a mozzie coil. I'm keeping the mosquitoes away. Okay, getting more serious. We're about to do a variation of the Our Father, the prayer of Jesus. Not the one you have read in the Bible, because that's not what Jesus said. You see, the language of Jesus at that time was Aramaic, and it's not a written language. You can't write in Aramaic. So what we received and got from the apostles was a translation via Greek, and the Romans and other languages. I can't remember them all, but that's up to you to research. And so when the apostles and the followers, the gospel writers, were trying to write down what Jesus was doing and explaining, we ended up with the beautiful Our Father. Here is exactly what Jesus would have done. And it's a sort of condensed version of what I'm going to show you in the 3-5s meditation. He would have sat quietly on his own, take a few deep breaths, and then he would have gone, and that would have been about it. Simple as that. Okay, so let's get started. As I say, you've already got your cuppa. You've had a mouthful or two, and just relax. Now, it's important that you have an area with the least amount of distractions. You might have heard the crows outside here. I've got a beautiful Moreton Bay ash tree that grows outside my window here, and the crows love it. So every now and then you're going to hear the rotten things going off on camera. Can't be helped. Good on Mother Nature. Bit of a additive to the system. Okay, so now, again, make sure that the environment is as calm and peaceful as you can make it. Now, that's not going to be every time, but as you work through from day to day, you'll find that they become less distracting. That's number one. Number two is try to make this as regular as you can, right? So if you can make it every morning, middle of the day, pardon me, or in the evening, that's good. But if you have to miss the middle of the day or something happened with the kids and you couldn't do the morning or the afternoon, something distracted you, okay, well, that's okay. That's acceptable. So the first thing we do is we make sure that we are not tense, that we are relaxed physically. That includes awareness of your breathing. Now, my good friend Helen made a suggestion that I've added to this, and I hope she doesn't mind me pinching it. But she had said to me that when she was referring or talking to someone else on what to do first, she had suggested you take a big breath and then blow out all the SHT of your system. And I'd recommend that. That's good. A couple of times if you're really having trouble trying to concentrate. Righto. Next step. Close your eyes. I won't, but close your eyes and take in a long, slow, deep breath. Hold the breath. Don't strain yourself. Slowly release the breath. And again, slowly in, hold, and again slowly release. And you do that 5 times. 5 in and 5 out. Then you open your eyes and just be conscious of where you are, how you feel. There shouldn't be any change initially. Even those that are doing it on a regular basis, have been doing it for a while, pardon me, won't necessarily find any change. Then you close your eyes again and we go into the second level of the 3 5s. You just breathe in, eyes closed, breathe in, hold, and release 5 more times. Okay, then you open your eyes again and again you look around to see if there's any change. Now, for those that are beginners, probably again, very little, other than, say, just feeling a bit more relaxed, a bit more at ease. Others that have been doing it, say, for a couple of weeks or maybe even a month, will start to feel like, oh, I don't know, there's something. I just feel different. It's only very mild, but I'm just feeling relaxed. Please excuse my clock. Then we go back in again a 3rd time, close the eyes, and we do, and please excuse the plane. We close our eyes again, and we go into the next level of 3 5s. In, hold, release. After you've done that, again open your eyes. And again, there may be just an awareness that I wouldn't say that I'm, super wanting to bounce around the room, but yeah, I do feel a little bit more relaxed. Even if you didn't have any reaction at all, even if you didn't have any change at all, don't be disappointed. And this is for the first, or even for the first week or 2. Don't be disappointed. Our system is going to take a lot of time to bring us down into a state of peace, contentment, and comfort. Okay, so that's it. That's the 3 5 meditation, or the Lord's Prayer, as it should have been, supposed to be. All right, does that immediately, you'll ask, does that immediately make me a psychic? No. All the meditations under the sun won't make you a psychic. Meditations, the aim of a meditation is to lower your status from the material world into a spiritual status, a state of spiritual. Now, what's a spiritual status or state? It makes the peace, the patience, the kindness, the understanding, the love that is the Creator come more into your mind. Not because you're going to be, come on, where are you, peace? Come on, where's that goodness? No, it's the more you go into that state, the less your mind is worried about the material world. And one destroys the other. You can't have both. There's quotes galore, like, can't think of one actually at the moment, where the Jesus quote, where you can't love one and hate the other. You can't enjoy one and still have the other. You'll learn to love one and destroy the other, basically. I can't remember the exact quote, but if you go look for it, you'll find it in the New Testament. And just on that point, anyone wanting to know about Jesus, don't go to the Old Testament. That was only put in the Bible so that the material of Jesus that referred to the Old Testament was there for people to go back to. Just read the New Testament. That's the life of Jesus, not before. Jesus came at that time of the New Testament, and even then, as already said, the interpretations have made things a little bit difficult to understand. So it's in that state of peace, serenity, that over a period of time, the more you build that, the more your thoughts become less self-destroying or worrying or concerning, and more of a feeling of, in the realms of, why is it so? I wonder why. I wonder. That's how I started. That's how it started with me. I wonder why certain things happen. I wrote a song many years ago now, one of the days when I was a songwriter. And the words went, what will tomorrow bring, snow or sunshine? And the answer in my mind was, well, sky's blue, frost is due, tomorrow will be fine. A pretty obvious answer to a pretty obvious question. But then as life continued on and I started the same thing in my mind, just asking, I started getting more complex answers. Well, now, where are they coming from? Well, in my mind, my imagination. Well, what is imagination? Imagery, thoughts, even visuals. That was the very early stages of my trancing. No, I didn't even know it. I had no idea. So before we get to that level, let's get you to this level. Enjoy the meditations, and I'll catch up with you, hopefully, with the next blog. Thanks for putting up with me, my crows, my clock, the plane, and all my glitches. I have all these itches and I can't stop it. That's humanism for you. Thank you.